Good evening and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekender Show. Hope everyone's having a lovely day today. Well, we were out at the North Liverpool JFL and you know what, it started off okay, little bit, teeny bit of rain, and as the game went on, 9 o'clock kick-off we had, by the way, it went Baltic. The kids were absolutely freezing, the wind, wherever that came in from, I really don't know. Everyone was freezing, no one expected it, and you know, it took a little bit more time on the game actually, because I was tying laces, and you know when your hands are absolutely frozen, it takes longer than expected. Anyway, what more could you ask for? It was a nightmare, and the kids, when you got a knot in that lace, you know yourself, oh, what could we do? Anyway, apologies to Farmers Weston, taking a little bit of time on that side of things. We could have speeded it up, but unfortunately it didn't happen. Anyway, well done to Jack, the referee, well done to the coaching staff of Farmers Weston for a great game. Honestly, I'll have to tell you the score. We were 4-0 down and we came back to 5-3 in favour of Farmers Weston. But what a game those kids performed. Smiling faces, talking faces. All our lads at half-time, honestly, I don't know what it is, but they all had to run to the toilet. Well, I'd say not all of them. We had 2 left out of the 6. And I turned around, I had to go over to the referee at half-time. All the farmers were lined up there, and I said, look, I apologise for this. They've all been on the ale, and the kids couldn't stop laughing. The other kids, the Farmers Weston, brilliant little attitudes. Great to see them shaking hands at the end. That's what it's all about. Kids, sportsmanship. This is what we want, or sport, personship. If you've got a female in your team, we have to use that as well now, don't we? But well done, cracking little game. We expected a really good hiding, but our lads, they're absolutely performing. They are absolutely fighting on all fronts, and they're becoming a team. Development is key, and that's what I'm proud about. You know, some people think they're all world beaters when they go in at 6 years of age. You know, it's their first season. They've already won the Vauxhall Conference Europa League, which is fantastic. And on that performance yesterday, I'm not surprised why. Absolutely brilliant. Coming back, the kids, their attitudes, and I always go on about attitudes. Attitudes in our kids today was the best I've seen since we started. They actually came on and realised that they're in a football match. They battled, they passed, and as one of the parents said, determination. Wow, that was key to the game. And they listened. Do you know, it was brilliant. And when they were coming off as subs, they were talking away, we were in conversation, and it was all about football, and they were supporting the rest of the team on the pitch. It's changing, it's getting there, and that is part of development, not just training on the field of play, development. And I was really proud, so was Sophie. I think that is probably, I'd say, one of our better performances, to be honest. Even in the cold weather, you know, the kids were all sweating anyway. It's us who were freezing, but when I was saying at the end they were all sweating, sorry, they were cold at the end, but during the game they run around. But it was Baltic on the touchlines, the sidelines, and a massive thanks to Farmers Weston parents and also DXTL parents. Great banter, everything was good about it, everyone enjoyed the game, and 2 outstanding players there, but the whole team were. But Audie and Leighton, I don't know what they'd had for breakfast, but keep it up, because they were really superb throughout that game, and all the others were feeding off them, and they were all battling. Jacob, he came and he listened, and he was coming over talking to me. Alfie, who eventually, after we found shin pads for him and changed his footwear, he started becoming the player again. But you know what, Cody, everyone from goal, Sam, I think I've named them all, haven't I? If I haven't, who missed out? I don't think I've missed out anyway. Well, I'll go over them again. Cody, Samuel, Jacob, Leighton, Audie, and Alfie. Yeah, and Cody, I did say. Anyway, there you go. All the lads, they were brilliant. Well done to Team DXTL under 7s Lions, and well done to Farmers Weston. Honestly, it was great to watch. I enjoyed it. And it's nice when you know the kids are listening. And you know what? It was very windy there today as well. and I knew they were listening because they were looking up at me. They were going into positions when I was asking, Mark, pick 'em up. They were great, absolutely fantastic, and I loved every minute of it, and so did Soph, and I think the parents did as well, because going by the group chat, yeah, it was fantastic. I thought they were tremendous, so well done to everyone. And all the other teams around about, we talk about REFspect, the referees, you know, young Jack, he was great on there, refereeing today. And all the other young refs, I saw a young ref who started his first game today, and he came with his mum and he had his yellow armband on as well, you know, and that's to makes me say he's a man, and he's under 18, and you could see the nervousness, but you could see the relief at the end of the game when he'd finished and he'd done his game, and the mum even said he enjoyed it, but he's got another game, and I said, well, he'll be warmer than what he was on the field of play. She went, oh no, I'm freezing. But it's nice to meet the parents of new referees, young referees, so well done to everyone who showed the REFspect on the field of play and off the field of play today. Everyone was, we had some great banter. It was nice to catch up with young Callum Sutton as well, who was doing a couple of games for Steve Price there at Joe Stone, because the grass pitches were on, so everyone was relieved. It was good, it was a great atmosphere. All in all, what more could you say? Well done to the North Liverpool JFL, absolutely fantastic. And what more could I say is, other than, yeah, brilliant, the league, and Connor met him, the league was run great today. I had to leave early, obviously I had to do the show because I didn't want to miss the Man United game with Everton. And my forecast now, I think, I did put it down as, I think young Oliver there from last night, show put it down as 2-2. And you know what, I'm looking towards that now, because the two teams need the points, and I think it's going to be the best battle that we've seen there on the pitch, on the field of play as well, in the Premier League. We've got Manchester City tomorrow, but we want to emphasise that on April the 6th, the t-shirts will be worn by the PGMOL, the Premier Game match officials. They're all the top class officials in support of our grassroots referees. And do you know what? This is working. It's awareness. It's our National REFspect Awareness Weekend. We need everyone to get involved. If you don't mind, please get involved. Give us an idea how you can get involved with your team, your club, your league. As a referee, what can you do to get involved and make it better for the referee out there? Make them feel more welcome on that weekend. And it's also the Bristol Street Motors EFL Trophy Final. I'm not too sure of the two teams in there, but I'll give you them as well. And we're just waiting for the press release. That'll be out soon, and we'll forward that on to all the supporters of Don't Cross the Line and what we're trying to achieve within grassroots football. We've been bringing people together since 2003, and we're going to keep on and continue to do that as well. And do you know what? We've got JFA with Wayne and Dale Jennings, who are big supporters of Don't Cross the Line, so we're loving that. And we're going to be doing something in the near future with them as well. And we're hoping to get Dale Jennings here on the show, either with myself or one or two of the young commentators, to give you his story, because he was at Bayern Munich, and I'd love to hear his story. I really would. Anyway, yeah, we want to do something. We want to go into partnership, possibly can, with JFA, who look a really good club, and they do support Don't Cross the Line, the work we do on our REFspect campaign. And looking at the new kits with all the REFspect on there, we were going to get the kids in and we're going to talk to them about REFspect and what it all means, because the kids are still unsure what that means. But honestly, absolutely tremendous. Well done to all at North Liverpool JFL once again today, the managers, the coaches and all the kids, and especially from the early kickoffs. And I didn't meet Tony from the FA there. I've got his ID badge, but I'll get it down to you sometime next week, I promise. I'll put that in the post for you, and I'll get that done early next week, because I've got to post some badges off as well. So I'm going to be busy next week, but we want everyone, how they can help us, please. Can you help us doing the REFspect Awareness Weekend on the 6th of April? We'd love your support on it. And we want to put a competition up for the kids. Now kids, you are very enthusiastic when it comes to football, and you'd all respect the referees on the field of play as well, or you should do. If you don't, you must do. Don't listen to mums and dads, spectators on the sidelines. If they start giving the referee loads, and we forgot about our referee today, we just let the referee get on there, and that's great. And because I was stood there by all the parents, I think everyone knows what I'm talking about and what I'm there for. And we're there for the referees. And do you know what? I thought, yeah, it's great. Parents do understand, and people will shout towards you, and you know, have a word with the referee. Never in a million years will I have a word with the referee on their decisions. I'll talk to them at the end of the game and just say, and have a little bit of banter with them. But you know what? I honestly love the referees, and the young referees especially, because they keep the game flowing, and that's what you want. And today, obviously, we held up a little bit of time because I don't know what happened to the kids, whether it was the cold weather, but I'll put a message in the group. We'll have to stop all this toilets at half time. We can't be doing that. I apologise to Farmers Weston for that. For some reason the kids wanted to go, and there's no way I'm going to stand in the way of a child who wants to go to the toilet, and I don't think Farmers Weston coaching staff would do either. They might do if it was us leading 2-1 or something and we done all that and wasted the time. Well, we weren't wasting the time, it's just the kids don't understand about wasting time on a field of play, especially at that age. As they get older, yes they do then, but we just didn't do that today. And yeah, fantastic, thanks very much for the game, and well done to each and every one of you as well. But as I say, everyone in North Liverpool JFL, well done for carrying the flag of REFspect there, and well done to the committee, and you know, we'll get on with things. Anyway, tomorrow you're out and about at grassroots football, and I don't think it's going to rain, so I think the grass football pitches will be on again, so there'll be some tremendous games, no doubt, out there as well. And this is before the Liverpool-Manchester City game, so all the kids, I think loads will be cancelled anyway, because a lot will be going to Manchester City. And I was made up with Manchester United. It gives us nearly 10,000 tickets there for the FA Cup final. FA Cup, yeah, it should have been a final. Quarter-finals draw. Well done. Give great. You know, obviously we could do the same. I'm sure Liverpool will do the same as well now, because the attendance is up, and that's what they've probably chatted about. More fans can go to the game. So it should make the atmosphere a little bit extra special towards Liverpool and what we're trying to achieve as well with these games. But first and foremost, you know, out and about tomorrow at grassroots football, we want to see loads of respect on and off the field of play, because as we just said, the grass pitches are on there tomorrow, so there'll be more referees out in a few bubble. I think they will, because some might have gone to Manchester for the City game, so, oh no, they're all at Anfield. So there you go. So there'll be no cancellations there tomorrow, but it's because it is at Anfield. Where I'm getting that from, I'm getting mixed up with the Everton game away at Old Trafford. Someone answered me this. I thought it's probably logical, but I thought all the fixtures were drawn by the computer, and they were all out in August for next year, season's games, or early August. Now, if that's the case, how can it be that it's Merseyside versus Manchester? How do those fixtures come about? And it's also, you can see that in the long fixtures, it could be Liverpool at home or away to Arsenal or Tottenham, and then vice versa. You'll see the Tottenham game, you'll see two London clubs together, so Merseyside versus London again. How does that happen? Because it's every year, and you can't just sort of do them as random. You know, Everton away to Manchester United, Liverpool at home to Manchester City on the same weekend. Can someone explain these fixtures, please, how it's done? Because I'd like to know, and maybe everyone else would like to know, and it's probably, as I say, a simple explanation, but just to put the mind at ease, it doesn't make sense. I don't know why we do that. I really, really don't. You know, Merseyside, Manchester, imagine that on the same weekend as well. Wow. Anyway, yes, out and about at grassroots football, please, on and off the field of play, respect your referee and each other on the field of play and off the field of play. We don't want sideline referees, no more please. Give the referee the due, just ignore the referee, pretend they're not there on that field of play. When the whistle goes, ignore. Just give the kids encouragement, and the opposition as well. Talk to them, make you friendly, because that's what I like to see, friendly. And the time is absolutely going slow today. I thought 15 minutes of the show at the moment, and I hope it's interesting for you. As I say, we want to work with JFA in grassroots football, very, very closely indeed. And anyone else who wants to get involved with us, mal@don'ttexttheline.com over the REFspect Awareness Weekend. And what you can do, what you can achieve, what ideas, and we're talking about kids coming up with something, maybe a little competition between themselves, and we will give a prize out for the best competition winners for the REFspect, what we can do to our referees. So kids, please do. The young commentators will be portraying that as well. They'll be talking about that, what we can do, and they'll all have the t-shirts on every weekend now, from now until and even beyond it, if you don't mind, wearing our t-shirts in support of our referees at grassroots level. And that's what the PGMOL are doing as well, professional level, supporting our grassroots referees. And if you want to make it in the big time, there you go. And as I say, young referee Callum Sutton, it's great to meet up with him today. He wants to go far, he will go far. I've seen him referee and he's just unbelievable, I assure you. Anyway, wherever you are and out and about and you have a referee, please respect the work that they do on the field of play. And especially if they're wearing that yellow armband. The minors, they're still at school, respect that. And it's also a safeguarding matter as well. Remember it, and please see what we can do and what we can do to achieve betterness on the sidelines, please. Because it was great today, atmosphere was fantastic, and as I say, even though it was Baltic, we can continue that tomorrow. I'm not too sure about the weather tomorrow. I hope it doesn't really downpour and make these pitches soggy. We've had dry week all week, and long may that continue. The kids have been waiting to play their football on grass, and that's what they're going to get the chance to do tomorrow. So good luck to all the teams out there. We're supporting you, you support us with Don't Cross the Line, with our REFspect Awareness Weekend, and also, and not just the weekend, week in, week out, please. And if you've gone out to play on the field of play in a game in grassroots football, attitudes at its best, please, because they make a difference. And I'm asking all coaches to work on attitudes, because it does make a difference with the kids. And that's what happened to us today. We worked on attitudes during the week in training, and we got the best out of our kids. And do you know what? I couldn't believe a performance out of two of the players, outstanding performances. And I can't wait till every single player in our team does that on the field of play, because they've all got that in them, these kids. And it was, do you know what, when you work it out from the start of the season and you look at them now, very, very impressed, well done. And as again, I'd like to thank all the parents who were brilliant on the sidelines towards them. No one even questioned the referee today. It was great, and the flowing of the game was perfect. And the kids, yeah, great. So that's what grassroots football is all about. So when you go out and about there, managers, coaches, please have a little gab to your parents. I always do, even in the group. Beforehand, we always send messages, and we all, you know, thank them at the end for their attitudes on the field of play and off the field of play as well. And thank them for bringing the kids, because I thank our teams as well. You know, they bring the kids, they make sure that they're there. And do you know, football is great for them. It's brilliant, and I saw great attitudes there today, and I want that to continue. I want that to continue into next Wednesday. Great attitudes as well. If we can do that, please, if you don't mind, I'll be honoured about it. Yes, really, really honoured. And Sophie will as well, because she'll have more of a say in the team next year. And you know what, if kids can perform like that, the coach and the manager have no problems whatsoever. Just to give them the basics, instructions, and they were doing that today. There was no arguments amongst each other. It was great, and that's what I love to see. And long may that continue. And we'll emphasise that on this coming Wednesday as well. Okay, there we go. We've come to the end of our second show. Hope you're enjoying them. And if you've got anything that you'd like to add or put into and let us talk about that, we'll do that on tomorrow's show. Give us a little mention, give a little message, mal@don'ttexttheline.com. And please, on DXTL TV from the Touch Lines, subscribe to us. It's free on the show. Just subscribe, just follow us, and listen to the shows week in, week out, and also on our SoundCloud. Thank you very much indeed Good luck to everyone in the Premier League, good luck to everyone who's playing grassroots football, and if you're out and about tomorrow, take that REFspect with you on and off the field of play. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great evening. Good night. God bless.